Hey, Brandon Shelton here, and I just wanted to give you my number one tip on paid traffic and list building. Okay, now you're probably gonna think that this is extremely simple, and you probably might actually already know to do this, but no one ever does it. So I want you to really pay close attention. If you have I need you to grab a pen and paper because you really want to write this down. It's extremely powerful. Okay, let's get right into it. Now, you want to know your ideal customer. You need to know who your ideal customer is. That's the big tip. Now, you're probably thinking, yeah, Brandon, I should know this. Of course, I know who my should know who my ideal customer is, but you might not know them or have really thought about it and planned it out like you should. Now, let me get into some details to explain this. This is what you need to know about your ideal customer. The first thing you need to know is what are their three biggest fears, okay? You need to do some research and find out what their three biggest fears are. You can even kind of just sit down and brainstorm about it. Do look in a couple of quick forums on whatever niche you're in. Kind of figure out what their three biggest fears are. You might already have an idea of it if you already know a lot about your niche, but you just never actually wrote it down. So it's simple. Find out their three biggest fears. The second thing you want to do is find out what their three biggest dreams are. Find out what their dream lifestyle is. You need to really put yourself in their shoes if you're not in their shoes and figure out what are their three biggest dreams? What are their dream lifestyle? If we're doing something like weight loss, maybe it's their three biggest fears are that they're fat, they can't fit in their wedding dress, or something like they're going on vacation and they don't want to be the fat guy or girl on vacation. It can be something as simple as that. Their biggest dreams is they want to have muscles, they want to have a six pack, they want to see their ex and make their ex jealous when they see them. All this different type of stuff. You want to go through this type of process. Now, the next thing you need to know is what do they really want. Now, it's a little bit similar to their biggest dreams, but it's different because if, say, for instance, someone is looking to their biggest dream is to, if it's a guy, say his biggest dream is to have 5% body fat and have a whole bunch of muscles, right? But in essence, what they really want is to be in shape. Get what I'm saying? So one is their dreams and one is the kind of the bottom line of what they want. Now, you need to know the demographics. Now, this is more important for paid traffic because you're going to use these demographics to help target where you're going to be getting your traffic from. Okay, so you need to know their age, need to know if they're married or single, need to know their average income, race. All this information is extremely important when it comes to getting paid traffic. Okay, now the last I'm so actually this there's probably I think there's one more after this, but the last thing you need to know is where do they hang out online. Okay, so after you get all this information, and you might even stumble upon some of the places where they actually are online after doing some research to find this information out. Just want to make a list of sites, forums, blogs, all these different places online, or if you're doing direct marketing, you can even look offline if you would like to do this. Do it offline as well, but mainly online. Just look for places where your target customer is hanging out. Once you have all of this information, you'll be able to really target down, know who your ideal customer is, and be able to build a profitable paid traffic campaign. And now the last thing you need to know is what are their biggest excuses and objections to whatever you might be offering and for why they're not reaching their goals. So you really want to narrow down and figure out why they're not where they need to be. Because once you know this, then you know what to give to them to help them get to where they need to be. Okay, so if you know these 6 things, you will be ahead of most people who do paid traffic. It sounds really simple, and it is really simple, but most people don't take the time to do this. So I hope you wrote all this stuff down. make sure that you're implementing this into your own marketing campaigns. It works for offline as well. If you're an offline marketer, you can do this exact same thing. If you're targeting small businesses, what type of small businesses? What situations are they in? That you can help them with to sell them whatever services you're going to be selling to them. So it doesn't only work for online; it works for offline as well. All right. If you like the information, make sure that you sign up for the emergency training session. There should be a link either below this video, to the side of it, depending on if you're looking on YouTube or on Facebook, or if you're looking at this on my blog. So you should see a link somewhere. I don't is some either most likely it'll be below the video though. But it's a free webinar. I'm going to be getting into this type of stuff really in depth and really expanding on paid traffic and list building. But I wanted to give you a free tip, which is the #1 tip that you really need to know when you're doing paid traffic and list building. All right, hope you enjoyed this and hope this was really helpful for you. Brandon Shelton again, and have a great day.